This video, I'm going to show you how to set up your budget for your BIA award. So I have logged into AmpliFund. I went to Grant Management, Grants, and I'm going to select my award. After clicking into your award, you're going to go to this default home screen. This is actually the Details tab. So I'm going to go to the budget. So I'm going to go to Post Award, Financial, Budget. And this is the first time I've gone into my budget, so I'm going to go ahead and click the match icon, or select the match column. If you go into your budget and you get a pop-up with an error message, that means your program manager has not added your budget categories yet, so you should contact them to do that. So I'm going to add a budget category. So I'm going to go to expense budget and click the plus. And under this drop down, you'll have all of your possible budget categories. For mine, I only have one, but it's possible you might have more than one. So budgeted amount, I'm going to put, this is going to be cash match plus your awarded amount. So put in that for this budget category. So I have one category, so I'm just going to put it all in here. If you have more than one budget category, you can of course split it out and go ahead and click create. If you had another budget category at this point, you could click the plus button, but I just have one in this example. So now that I have a budget category, I need a line item. In order to add an expense, I do need a line item that goes to the budget category. If you want, you could just create one line item and call it direct costs. I'll do that real fast if you want to do that. Or you can be more specific and kind of help you see where your project is going, where the money's going towards. You are able to edit this later if you decide your line items don't match what your what the amounts, or if you're not going to use that line item at all. So here is one option. On this general tab, right now it's yelling at me, but I'll make this go away. The responsible type, leave that as individual and go ahead and put yourself or whoever will be entering expenses as the responsible individual. If you want to put in a description, you can, but it's not required. We click on the financials tab. You can click on, we can enter an amount in the cash match amount. In my example, I have $50,000 of grant award funds and $25,000 of cash match. I think the dollar, you toggle to the dollar, is much easier than doing percentage. So I'm putting in $25,000. I'm clicking out of it. Now I won't have that red text right here. Don't worry about GL account and don't worry about allocations. And you will also not need to worry about the configuration or attachments tab right now. Let's click create. So at minimum, you need a line item to a category. I'm going to delete this and I'll add a few line items. So later when we add expenses, we can see how to select the correct line item. So I click the plus button right next to the budget category and name this materials and supplies. We'll say this is $50,000. And we'll put the $25,000 of my cash match there. So you can see how it broke out, 25 and 25. Now I'm going to do another line item. Oops. clicked on the edit budget category. Let me click on the plus icon. There we go. So my $25,000 left. Put myself there. I don't have any more match left in this line item, so I'm just going to leave it as 0. Click create. So you can see my grant funded up here is what I entered for the $50,000. Over here, I just have my $25,000 in materials and supplies and my $0 match in manufacturing to give me $75,000. So the expense budget is what I just did, and this revenue budget is coming from your award details page because it's showing that I have $50,000 in grant funds and $25,000 in cash, or another $75,000. So my total overall budget cost is 0, which means it's balanced. At any time, even after you've created expenses, you can go back and you can add more line items or edit amounts or do whatever you need to do.